My philosophy of education is multifaceted and centered around the whole child. I am applying for a blended learning classroom because I believe it will allow for more student engagement and increase student input. I feel I have the personal attributes to enhance my students' learning through a blended learning classroom. First, I am willing to change and learn. Throughout this school year, I have observed and asked questions on what it takes to move toward the blended model. I see the needs of my students and the benefit for their growth and learning to expand in this direction. I want them to be exposed and prepared to be self-motivated, independent learners in today's world. I want to learn how to transform lessons through the SAMR cycle. Right now, I feel I have enhanced instruction and learning with technology in the substitution and augmentation stages. I am ready to go further as I strive to be more effective to meet student needs, goals, and potentials. I look forward to collaborating with my grade level colleagues, learning coach, and by attending blended trainings to create my blended learning classroom. I want to be up to date for my students' benefit. In addition, I want to learn how to design, develop, and add digital learning experiences that enhance instruction with effective use of technology. Using technology will enhance the learning process on how they attain knowledge, to think broader, be able to problem solve, collaborate, and how they share out and apply their new knowledge. Through this process, communication skills are supported, as well as increased retention of knowledge. I want to change the way I reach my students. The many possibilities of apps on the iPads will help me take their learning experiences to the transformation level. When this is occurring, it will have an impact on higher levels of achievement for my students. Through the blended model, I can provide more choice and differentiate better to meet individual needs. It frees up the teacher to be more of a guide and facilitator, giving more time for feedback and one-on-one support. The blended learning environment lends itself to a more personalized learning approach for each student. Through the use of technology, I can individualize their instruction to better meet their learning goals and needs. Keeping students motivated, engaged, and challenged can be achieved from this model. With a blended learning classroom, I will be able to explicitly teach and foster a growth mindset, as I learned is a key factor to academic success. Developing grit in my students, I feel, will be easier. They will be more goal-directed, self-motivated, and less distracted when instruction involves high interest, choice, and cooperative learning opportunities. They will want to embrace challenge and see mistakes as part of the learning process. Lastly, what will my blended learning classroom learning space look like? I have been using trapezoid tables for some time and learning and implementing Kagan strategies. I haven't had a teacher's desk for the past 2 years to create a more open learning space and to make more of a feel that it is our learning space. With a blended learning classroom, my job is to create a learning environment that students acquire and apply their own knowledge through the use of Blackboard, online resources, and paper resources. The students can choose to work independently or collaboratively to meet learning goals. Now the students do the work at their own pace and level. What is exciting to see is you don't have to worry about downtime for students in this learning format. To implement an effective blended learning classroom, I feel these steps are necessary. First, plan my layout and procedures with a collaborative room setup before day 1. Create and establish a sense of value for all the devices. Assign devices to my students and allow them to earn responsibility. Put the students in charge of procedures as they show responsibility. Start right away teaching the tech terms and use them consistently. Definitely be up and moving around to monitor students not to stray off task. And of course, from the get-go, involve and educate my parents. The blended learning model provides for belonging, power, freedom, and fun, producing positive outcomes and successful lifelong learners. Thank you for this opportunity to participate in the application process for a blended learning classroom.